You know, there's been so much talk about the Sword and Shield era and the Scarlet and Violet era and all of the chase cards for those eras, but what about the block of Sun and Moon and the tag team cards? Have we already forgotten about these cards, these treasured Pokemon cards? We're going to discuss it in today's video and talk about some of the most expensive cards from the Sun and Moon era. With that being said, let's dive into it.
Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is VMAT. If you do enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and joining in all the fun we have here on the channel. And today we're going to be talking about the Sun and Moon era tag team cards. We're going to go over some prices of some of the more expensive cards on those lists, and one of those cards right now is Gengar and Mimikyu. This is just the regular GX full art, not even the alt art or anything like that, not even like the Rainbow Secret Rare. This card is currently sitting at $282.55 for its market price, and it's risen by 7.45% over the last 3 months, with a decent amount of them sold. Actually, about 12 of them sold for a card this rare, and for a set that's been out of print for so long. It's interesting to see the amount of sales for these cards here. Next up is Gengar and Mimikyu GX. This is just the regular team up here. This one, I love the artwork on this card. That's so cool. Gengar right in the front, Mimikyu in the back at the top of the head there. It is sitting at $232.93. It's up by 22.06% over the last 3 months, with 55 of them sold. So obviously the artwork on this one, I prefer it over the full art. The other one seems a little bit plain. This one definitely has a lot more interest, with 55 of them being sold in the last 3 months. Next up is the Gengar Mimikyu GX Secret Rainbow art from Team Up. This card is currently sitting at $229.83. It's up by 22.49% over the last 3 months, with only 7 of them being sold, but it's obviously a lot harder to find this card. It's harder to pull this card, so it makes sense that there'd be less sales for this on TCG Player. Next is the alternate full art of very expensive cards, one of the chase cards from the Sun and Moon era. Absolutely. Gengar Mimikyu, the alternate full art, currently sitting at $905.58, and it's up by 24.65% over the last 3 months. That's actually quite a huge gain, considering there's so much focus on the newer Pokemon stuff and the newer Pokemon sets, but then you have a card like this that's up by 24.65% over the last 3 months, with 10 of them being sold as well on TCG Player. We've got Eevee and Snorlax. This is the GX full art right here. Beautiful card from Team Up as well, and it's currently sitting at $226.15, and it's up by 31.33% over the last 3 months. And obviously very popular Pokemon on this card. Eevee, one of the most popular Pokemon there is, and obviously Snorlax is another fan favorite from the original Kanto block. 24 of these cards being sold as well on TCG Player over the last 3 months. Next up is the rainbow version of this card, a card a lot more difficult to pull. This version of the card is sitting at $207.37 for its market price, and it's up by 14.54%. And there's honestly not a lot of sales volume for this. There is 15 of them sold, but for a card this, undervalued in my opinion compared to the regular one, I think it should be a lot higher in price, but you leave your thoughts about that down below in the comment section if you agree or disagree. Next is Pikachu and Zekrom. This is the GX full art from Team Up. It is currently sitting at $124.62. It's up by 37% over the last 3 months, with only 9 copies being sold. So you leave your thoughts about that. Do you think that this card should have higher sales volume? Obviously, very popular Pokemon in Pikachu, and obviously Zekrom is like one of the cards that you think about, one of the Pokemon you think about when you think about the black and white era, a very popular era of Pokemon as well. Next up is the rainbow version of this card, the Secret Rare from Sun and Moon. It's currently sitting at $152.03, and it's up by 33.83% over the last 3 months, with only 7 of them being sold. So this is really interesting. I've noticed a pattern here with the rainbow cards kind of being suppressed in value, considering how difficult they actually are to pull. And I honestly think that the Sun and Moon era had by far the best looking rainbow cards there is. Much better looking than the Scarlet and Violet era. So it is interesting to see that these cards are cheaper than the regular versions, but you leave your thoughts about that. I think they're undervalued personally, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys disagree. We have Latias and Latios, another rainbow card here. This is the Secret Rare from Team Up. It is currently sitting at $168.73. It's up by 19.31% over the last 3 months, with 10 of these cards being sold on TCG Player. Next is the most expensive card from the Sun and Moon era, and of course it's from Team Up, the most expensive set from the Sun and Moon era, and it is the Latias and Latios GX Tag Team card. This is the alternate art, and it's currently sitting at $2,397.67, a very difficult card to pull, obviously, and it's up by 18.59%, and there's only 4 of them being sold on TCG Player. Again, very difficult card to pull. It's definitely, I think, the rarest card from the Sun and Moon era. and just to see it at this price is actually crazy. And it really started to spike right around the end of July, beginning of August. If you want to even look further back, look at the 1 year chart, you can see it's basically just been steadily on the rise. September 16th to the 22nd, it was at $862.90. Can you imagine if you bought it like a year ago? You would have more than tripled your money on this card. Crazy. Next up is Raichu and Alolan Raichu GX, alternate full art from Unified Minds. This card is currently sitting at $248.65, and it's up by 18.93% over the last 3 months, with 14 of these cards being sold on TCG Player. Next is the Mega Sableye and Tyranitar GX alternate full art. This card is absolutely gorgeous. It's sitting at $275.40. For its market price, it's up by 25.38% over the last 3 months, with 21 of them being sold on TCG Player. And I honestly think that this card might also be undervalued. It's an alternate art, and it has some very popular Pokemon. Whenever I see Sableye right there, I just I get flashbacks of me playing Pokemon Emerald. He was so difficult to catch. Unbelievably difficult to catch, and Tyranitar is another Pokemon that I have good memories of. Very nostalgic for that one as well from the Neo era. Next up here is Mewtwo and Mew GX full art from Unified Minds. This card is currently sitting at $121.58, and it's up by 41.50% over the last 3 months. Obviously, two of the most popular Pokemon there is in the Pokemon IP, and this card has 13 of them being sold right now on TCG Player. We have Mewtwo and Mew GX again. This time it's the rainbow version of this card, and it's currently sitting at $238. And it's currently sitting at $234.08 for its market price, and it's up by 15.40% over the last 3 months, with 11 of these cards being sold on TCG Player. Last card we're going to be talking about on today's list, it's the Slowpoke and Psyduck GX alternate full art from Unified Minds. This card is currently sitting at $205.68, and it's up by 17.65% over the last 3 months, with only 7 of them being sold. But this is definitely one of those cards that you have to be on the lookout for. You know, it's two very popular Pokemon from the Kanto era, and you know, whether you want to believe it or not, or whether you like it or not, these, you know, the cards and just the Pokemon in general from the Kanto era, you know, the original Pokemon from the 151 era, obviously are just very, very popular, and there's just so much nostalgia for them that I think any Pokemon that's a rare chase card that happens to be from that era is going to, you know, obviously be very expensive and chase worthy in the future. But you leave your thoughts down below about Pokemon Sun and Moon era cards, the tag team cards in specific. What do you guys think about the prices right now? Do you think they're going to be on the rise even more? Have you guys missed out on these cards? Do you own any cards on today's list? Leave your thoughts down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.